Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, Goals Grind with Josh. It's good to see you back here. Good to see me back here. It's been a while. I'm going to try to stay consistent. I keep on saying staying consistent, but I really want this YouTube channel to grow. I think I have a lot of value to give to you guys, and that's what YouTube is all about. Just being able to express who I am for the people who really care and really can take to heart the things that I have to say, could potentially help them in the future. That's what my purpose is here for you guys, is to spread my value to you in whatever way I can through my experiences and through my understanding. Today's video is based off of the top 3 tips that you could use to find happiness in your life. Tip number 1 is to focus on what you are grateful for. When I say this from a place of finding gratitude every day, just beginning my day with purpose and finding gratitude for what I have. And I do this by journaling every morning. I write down the top 3 things that I'm grateful for or thankful for in my life, because it always puts me back into the perspective of how good I really have it in this life, and just being grateful for it to be able to live another day, because I'm fortunate to do so, and there's many others who are not so fortunate to do so, who have passed. So I am always grateful for being able to be here for another day, being able to impact others, influence others, contribute to the community in whatever way that I can, contribute to many others who may need it. That is my purpose, and I'm working on being a better person in that regards each day. That is one thing I'm grateful for. Of course, I'm also grateful for my friends and my family, but you can also practice this as well in expressing gratitude for whatever you have in your life, because it always puts you back into the perspective of what you have in comparison to many others who may not be as fortunate as you, no matter what you're going through. And it also brings you into the perspective of, if you're going through any kind of negative, if you're going through any type of stress or negativity, there's always a light in whatever darkness that you are in. And you can always find that light and always be grateful for the light that you have that's guiding you towards the path of where you would like to be. So number 2 is to be happy with where you're heading. And what I mean by this is, we tend to focus on being happy once we get to a specific point in our life, or once we accomplish a specific thing, like happiness is a destination. But when in reality, happiness is just you being. Happiness is you being present in the moment with family and friends, or people or loved ones that you just enjoy being around, enjoy spending the time doing, or even passions or work that you're excited to do. You are being happy, or happy is a part of existing, as opposed to being happy once you reach a certain thing, because most of the times when we do reach that specific endpoint or destination, we feel happy at that moment, but then that kind of dies down. It's temporary. But if you are finding happiness in just your presence and existence and your work, passion, being present with others, then there's no drop in the level. You're always present in that moment and always enjoying life and existence and being a part of positive influence in other people's lives and sharing joyous moments with each other. That's what life is all about. And then number 3 is that happiness is a journey, not a goal. And that kind of stems from the second point. Happiness is in what we do repeatedly over and over again. We shouldn't necessarily sacrifice happiness and our health for the sake of achieving a specific goal. You should actually find joyful moments or find satisfying what you do in what your work is, and if you're not, then you probably need to rethink what your line of work is, what your purpose is. But finding joyous moments and finding the happiness in what you do, in terms of fulfilling who you are and who you would like to be, if you're not who you would like to be, finding the happiness in those moments as opposed to sacrificing it in order to get to a destination, get to a goal, is going to be much more beneficial for you in the long term. And I think a lot of us kind of overlook that point in which we have to sacrifice everything that we have right now. We got to grind. We got to, set aside, self-care for ourselves because we really, really want to get to a specific endpoint or get to that specific goal. But in reality, the question for you is it necessarily really worth it to sacrifice some quality family time, quality friendships, and quality you time and self-care for yourself in order to get to a destination in which once you reach that destination you dramatically go down in terms of happiness because you're on to another specific goal? And it's a perpetual cycle and it keeps on going and going. But we find happiness in our life and in being in the present and being and in our existence. So this was just a video idea that I thought of as I've been reflecting just throughout life and reflecting also on this YouTube experience and how my life has been post grad in college and high school. Is always trying to reach a specific goal, but I felt like I had to make a whole bunch of sacrifices in order to get there, in which I was able to achieve a great amount of things. But I look back and I kind of wish that I listened to what I'm saying right now as I acquired over the experience. Life is just a powerful message and experiences are a powerful message, and I learned from that. But now reflecting back to where I was and where I am now I can safely say that now I am more present in the moment and achieving and being happy with what I have, being grateful for what I have with my friends, family, this life, and being able to express that to others and into the passion in what I do and for work, etc., is truly a blessing for me. And hopefully this video has been helpful for you in terms of trying to figure out who you are and your happiness and finding happiness in your life. So thanks for watching this video. Again, this is Goals Grind with Josh, and I encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, especially if this video gave value to you. And I will see you in the next video. I'm going to try to post videos weekly, once a week, however ugly or not, because most of the time when I try to do these videos, I'm a perfectionist, so I try to perfect everything prior to posting the video. But now it's just like I need to get these videos out here to be able to communicate with you, spread this message to you, and hopefully this is a friendly reminder to you in order to try to reflect on yourself and see some happiness in your life and be grateful for what you have in perspective of what others may have. All right, so have a good rest of the day. I'll see you next week in the next weekly video. Peace.